The Oxford Foundation, in partnership with the Secretary for Interreligious Affairs to the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Al-Kowe Foundation, and the Cloth Workers' Company, held a United for Peace, London's Communities United Against Extremism service interspersed with silent reflection and beautiful music at the historic Cloth Workers' Traditional Livery Hall, which is a unique venue in the heart of the City of London, where the Cloth Workers' Company motto for nearly 600 years has been, "My trust is in God alone." The United for Peace service had messages of support from His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, who hoped that the prayers at the service will lead to that peace which passeth all human understanding. And Prime Minister Theresa May, who stated that tackling extremism is not something the government can do alone. The United for Peace London's Communities United Against Extremism service in London demonstrates that when people of all faith backgrounds come together, we are stronger in our fight against extremism.
Good evening. We have hosted and held today the United for Peace, London's Communities United Against Extremism service here in London, and which is a pivotal service, especially in a time when sadly we are living in what we can coin as age of extremes. And this service is there to bring different communities of faith and none together to bind themselves on the core values that unite us. These are principles of mutual respect, harmony, love and humanity.
The people, all God's children, come together to show our unity, to show that we live in harmony, to show that we're working together for a better, for a more peaceful, for a more constructive society, which benefits people of all backgrounds, of all ethnicities, of all traditions.
Recently, there's a very sad incident, sad news from Sri Lanka, and then we have in our Buddhist community, many Sri Lankan people come to the monastery too, so this was a big, had a big impact to the community, and so particularly for this reason too, this kind of gathering meant a lot to this time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world.
Peace is important. Peace is important for everybody. Peace must start from our own selves. Unless we have peace inside us, we do not generate peace outside. So peace building is a universal responsibility of humanity.
Message that I take away from here, I will endeavor to spread in my own borough, in my own community, and ask my other community members to spread the message of love and unity, how we need to counter extremism and work together with everybody.
Bhargo devasya dhimani dhiyo yo na prachodayate.
came together continue to preach peace, and may extremism be on the losing end.
So today is important. But it seems to me too that tomorrow is important too, because tomorrow we go back to our communities. And the message is here of tolerance, of respect, of there being no outsiders, that everyone is equal and everyone is entitled to respect and justice and tolerance and friendship and goodwill and equality under the law, and that it doesn't matter whether you're black or white or rich or poor or religious or not religious or straight or gay or man or woman, we are all equal.
The service was graced with senior faith representatives and civic leaders from multiple faith traditions, and none of which included prayers and sacred hymns from the Muslim, Christian, Jewish, Sikh, Hindu, Buddhist, Zoroastrian, and humanist traditions. It also included powerful speeches against violent extremism by Mike Haynes' OBE, whose brother, David Haynes, a British humanitarian worker, was killed by the terrorist group Daesh, which commonly calls itself as IS, and Ahmad Nawaz, who is the survivor of the Peshawar school attack and lost his brother Haris Nawaz, along with 131 of his fellow students and 17 members of staff who were killed by the Taliban. The service was concluded by a pledge for peace, where all who were in attendance pledged to stand united against those who propagate hatred and violence toward others, including violent extremism, and to live by the core values that are inherent in our traditions, which are values of compassion, common understanding, respect, and mutual love for all. SM Irfan Tahir, World News, London.